welcome to another edition of the Astros are World Series champions. My name is the Brad Gilmore. I'm joined by the historian Kirby Carry-On and Miss Brittany Howland, and we have an incredible night of action for you on the road in our main event for the Reality Wrestling Television Championship. Stephen Wolf taking on Rudy Garza.
It's always very telling how your championship reign is going to go as soon as you make that first defense. But right now, Stephen Wolf, that's all he has on his mind. He's going to make a statement here against Rudy Garza, and I guarantee that man's going to have a long reign.
Speaking of championship implications, Promise Braxton is going to be in a contest tonight against Emmy. If she wins, she's going to punch her ticket to Christmas Chaos.
Promise Braxton looking to be a two-time Diamonds Division champion. But first, she's got to go against making her Reality of Wrestling debut, Emmy Camacho.
It's going to be an incredible night of action. We're going to get things started with Shota from Japan. This is the Reality of Wrestling.
The following contest is introducing first, representing La Familia, Emilio.
There he is, E.T. Emilio Tovar, flanked by the rest of La Familia. Coming out here still trying to make, I think, Kirby, you know this within a family. Sometimes you got to make yourself known. And by doing that, you have to go out and do something that maybe no one has done before. That's take on Shota from Japan and make your name on top of it.
The one thing that I'm very interested to see in this matchup is how the experience of Shota is going to be going up against Emilio Tovar. Because Emilio Tovar is under the learning tree of Eddie Cristiano, a former Reality Wrestling champion, former tag team champion. He's done it all here. So I'm excited to see how Emilio Tovar fares here tonight.
Yeah, when you have, though, the expert tutelage in your corner, Brittany, it can help catapult you to the next level.
It can, expert tutelage, but however, also expert numbers. I mean, Shota is one person. There are three right now out here in La Familia, so I'm kind of worried for Shota at the moment.
We're going to see exactly what happens. Shota coming all the way from Japan. You see, the Reality of Wrestling crowd has a love-hate relationship with La Familia. I think we're on the hate side of the spectrum right now. But you know what? To me, this group, this faction has become one of the greatest in Reality of Wrestling history, and I don't think they're stopping anytime soon.
And his opponent from Tokyo, Japan.
Hey, listen to the ovation from Tokyo, Japan. This is Shota. Kirby Carry-On, we've seen Shota here before in the Reality of Wrestling, and man, this crowd seems to love him.
I mean, it's to no shock, to be honest. And honestly, from the first appearance here of Shota in the Reality of Wrestling, he won my heart over. So it's no surprise that everybody here is loving him as well. He is a well-rounded performer, and he really brings it to the table.
Kirby, it doesn't take a lot to win your heart over.
That is true. However, Shota is such a force. I mean, he's been in this ring and has shown his tenacity. I mean, going up against, the grizzled vet Ryan Davison even.
Absolutely, absolutely. Shota is box office here at the Reality of Wrestling. Now, excited. This is a great way to start off the action on a night where we are promised to see a Reality of Wrestling Television Championship defense. Stephen Wolf just winning that championship from Clay Roberts just a few short weeks ago, and here we go. Collar and elbow tie up in the center of the ring. Shota side headlock. Oh, takes it right down right there. Shota got the action going here early on.
And this is the kind of control that you see from Shota, at least from what we've seen from Reality of Wrestling. After studying a little bit more about Shota, he honestly loves to control the matchup, loves to control the pace. Even though he's in foreign land to him, this is going to be a bit of a test to see if he can fare even against new talent like Emilio Tovar.
Oh!
Trying to keep E.T. in his time zone. E.T., though, pumped up by that one. Oh, nice leapfrog there. And look at that, Brittany.
Beautiful. And that's the thing is, Emilio has been here. He is
Backslide. Hold on. 1, 2.
Such a quick maneuver. And looks
Going
like
for it again. 1, 2. We talked about the pacing there, but yeah, go ahead.
Beautiful pacing. But that's the thing is, again, La Familia, as I was saying before, trying to interject and take care of family.
Yeah, there it is. Aiden Cristiano pleading his case. Oh, wait a minute. Getting thrown out in the early goings. Isaac Bouillon now booted. Aiden Cristiano and Jonathan Vega.
Isaac is not playing today. He wants a fair match.
He saw a little trickery there in the early going, trying to pull the boot of Shota. Said, I'm not having it.
I'm surprised right now because we always see La Familia succeed with this kind of strategy, and for them to get caught so early is so rare.
You know, the reality of wrestling fans here, Row Nation really does have beautiful singing voices. They're a great choir.
They are, and now here we go, action back in the ring. E.T. distracted, Shota with a couple of right hands, and has him up for a scoop and a slam near the side of the apron. Boom! Look at that.
That right there was 100% a tribute to Eddie Guerrero. We've seen that many, many times from Eddie Guerrero in the past, and you saw him touch the patch right there, E.G.
E.G. Eddie Guerrero, an influence to so many, especially a Texas wrestling legend from El Paso. Eddie Guerrero untimely passed away over a decade and a half ago, but his presence still felt throughout so many in this industry. Oh, and a right hand. Oh, and another.
And here comes Shota. Look at this. Oh, but he got caught.
Oh, no. That knee driven deep into Shota's back.
Cover 1, 2, not enough. Not enough to keep Shota down.
No, but you see the pain. He is holding his back right there. That is going to send shocks through the spine.
Oh, and no two knee shots are alike. I mean, everybody's obviously, biology, the way that they're constructed is different. And you see Emilio Tovar utilizing the point of the knee right into the base of the spine of Shota.
And that right there still seems to have affected Shota to where it slowed him down completely. Shota looks to be completely out of his game, and Emilio Tovar in full control thus far. But here comes Shota once again.
Oh,
bam! Look at that. You got to find a way back into this thing. And a right hand, there's its twin. He had triplets.
oh, but still holding his back there.
Shota, head full of steam. Tovar able to get the right leg up. Hit Shota right in the schnoz.
Yes, indeed, but Shota being...
Oh, wait a minute.
Quick, giving a little tit for tat there.
Little backstabber, backbreaker. You see the pain registered there on Emilio Tovar.
But I think the damage may have been done against Shota as well. When you connect with that maneuver, you land on your back as well. And the back of Shota has got to be hurting right now.
Shota, always donned with many patches, telling the travels of his professional wrestling journey. Oh, it might look like a sixth grader's lunchbox, but if you get close enough, cover 1, 2, you can see the story unfold.
You really can, and his time here in America has not been wasted. He's been traveling all over and then back here at Row, making a name for himself.
Trying to block that ET as control the waist, cup an elbow, but not enough, and look at that! Oh. Cover 1, 2, oh my goodness, almost had Shota there, Shota going right back to the back.
Shota with that mostly muscle memory to kick out there from that beautiful power slam.
Emilio Tovar now seems to be feeling himself. He found a target and he's hitting it with everything he's got. Shota has definitely got to watch out for that spine buster of Emilio Tovar, because if he connects with that, it could be all she wrote here tonight.
Shota now going up to the second rope, and what is he looking for? Oh no, ET had it scouted, and then an unique. Oh, where do we go into here? Okay, 1,
got him tied up.
2. Oh man, it took us a second to get there, but we finally got into a very interesting pin attempt. And now the crossface. Can he get it? Oh, look at that. He has the right arm behind his neck, extending.
Emilio has nowhere to go.
Emilio center of the ring, dead center. This crowd giving Emilio a nickel's worth of free advice. And he's tapped out. Shota is victorious against ET. Shota able to defeat the numbers game in the early goings. That lower back still giving him a problem, but it wasn't enough to stop him from tapping out ET in the center of the ring.
Humongous victory here, and definitely got one over La Familia, but you've got to feel that there's definitely more coming from La Familia.
The king of solar screen.
Ballistic Barrier Products.
Two companies.
One goal, you.
For almost 20 years, we have led the industry in providing an American-made product that's not only safe, but dependable.
And now Ballistic Barrier has curtains for walls, doors, and windows.
A window covering that saves lives and deterrents active shooters.
A shade to prevent more harm to our schools, our churches, our offices, our homes. With its Kevlar core, you can rest assured that safety is in front of you.
From Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania,
The chosen one that we've seen under the wing of Booker T in recent weeks. And she is walking to the ring with a new level of confidence we have not seen before. This is Promise Braxton, Kirby Carry-On.
She is trying to make her way up to a possible Diamonds Championship run once again. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I heard that apparently if she wins this match, she could find herself in a #1 contenders match at Christmas Chaos.
This will punch her ticket to that big event, the crown event of the reality of wrestling, ending our calendar year. It is Christmas Chaos coming to you. Stay tuned to realityofwrestling.com and the Reality of Wrestling YouTube channel for more details. We want to thank you if you're watching on one of our multiple television affiliates around the United States. And again, on our home base on CW 39.
and her opponent from Fort Worth, Texas, Emmy, Camacho.
Well, here she is making her Reality of Wrestling television debut. Emmy struts down to the ring here at the World Gym Arena, the Historia. Mr. Kirby Carry-On, what can you tell us about Emmy?
Emmy is just 19 years old. She has been wrestling for 18 months, but don't let her looks fool you. Right now she's all smiles, she is all for the fans, but as soon as that bell rings, she is a completely aggressive competitor that will do anything to get the victory, especially against Promise Braxton.
Emmy getting an ovation here against Promise Braxton. Brittany Howland, and of course, I mean, this is a tough straw to draw, if you will, in your televised debut against someone the magnitude of a Promise Braxton.
It really is. I mean, talk about a gift this would be for Emmy Camacho if she could make her way to Christmas Chaos and clinch that #1 contendership. I mean, that would be definitely beginner's luck, but we've seen that here in Reality of Wrestling many times with young 19-year-old talents coming in and getting that belt.
I don't know if the 19-year-old stipulation is exactly a requirement.
I mean, but I feel like it might be a lucky number.
Emmy fired up, though, here in the early goings. Promise Braxton with her trademark brashness.
But it's also important to note here that Emmy Camacho actually earned this opportunity. She's gotten some matches here in our student showcases that we've done that are untelevised, and due to her performance, they gave her this opportunity, the powers that be, to, you know, be in the ring against Promise Braxton.
Ooh, with that reversal.
Right now, control in this match goes to Promise Braxton, the chosen one, who hasn't been the Reality Wrestling Diamonds champion and now over a calendar year.
That's definitely gotta hurt Promise. I mean, she's now got Booker behind her even more, being the chosen one, but
Oh, look at that. Nice arm drag there from Emmy. Promise Braxton competing in the first ever Reality Wrestling women's table match at the last Christmas Chaos, looking to make history again.
you know, and her competing in the Sherry Martel Classic as well. She was so close to victory.
So close to victory. She won the Sherry Martel Classic, did she not?
She did not.
Wait.
No,
Wait
Brad.
a minute. She won the Sherry Martel Classic. I saw it happen. I was sitting right here.
Brad, she blatantly cheated with Booker T.
Why don't you tell that to Booker?
He's not here.
Oh, yeah, convenient. Great for you. Cover here by Emmy. 1, 2. About 2 right there. Barely. And Promise Braxton slow to get up.
The Roar Nation already seems to be fully behind Emmy Camacho. And honestly, I'm not surprised. She's really taking it to Promise Braxton. But just like that, Promise is able to bring it back.
I believe they call that ragdolling.
That is definitely ragdolling at its finest. And now just
Forearm
pounding.
shots. You see Emmy covering up there.
Oh!
She's saying that the Astros suck, but
I didn't hear that.
Let's see how her Pittsburgh Steelers are faring right now.
I'm a Promise Braxton fan, but I can't say Pittsburgh sucks. Oh! Snap suplex there. Coming for that. Oh, the knee right to the face. Oh my gosh. Cover 1, 2. Emmy kicking out, getting that right shoulder up, but she got a knee right to the grill.
That was right to the face. That could break a nose. That could chip a tooth.
Orbital socket. There's so many
Yes.
things. Very, very dangerous right there for Emmy Camacho, but it's like, hey, welcome to the row.
I talked about her being a more aggressive competitor as soon as the bell rings, but Promise Braxton is going to be somebody that you have to be wary about when you try and bring that energy, because she will match you and then one-up you.
100%. She's an incredible competitor inside the ring. Whether you like her attitude or not, there's not many better, Brittany, than Promise Braxton.
No, I have to agree with you, Brad. I do not like Promise's attitude as of late. However, when she smells blood in the water, she is on it.
Inside cradle. 1, 2, go. My goodness, you almost had her there. What a story that would have been for Emmy. Cover 1, 2, and no.
Promise not happy about Emmy Camacho even getting close to pinning her.
1, 2. Kick out there. Picking her up. Putting her right down. Look at that. Oh my gosh, just stretching the middle of the back across the femur. The femur, the strongest bone in the human anatomy, and Promise Braxton from the Steel City. Just bending her over that knee.
I don't think Promise is a registered chiropractor. I don't think this is proper technique, Brad.
I don't think so. I'm not sure if she studied kinesiology back in PA, but nevertheless.
That's college for gym.
Emmy trying to fight her way out of this one, though. Oh! A reversal, man. You know, you got to give it up for the fighting spirit here of Emmy, and this might be her opportunity. Up, and there's another clothesline from the rookie upstart. Oh! Kick to the midsection.
And we said there's a reason why she's here after impressing at the student shows, and right now Emmy Camacho is bringing the fight to Promise Braxton.
She's going to try to find her opportunity to get back in this thing. Oh, Irish whip reversal. Emmy looking for something big. Oh. Oh, God. Dang, double knees to the back of the head. Promise Braxton, she's feeling it now.
Using the tiredness of Emmy Camacho.
Oh, my gosh, cover 1, 2, 3, count to 1,000. Promise Braxton, although there were moments that she and the audience may have doubted, comes through with a big victory against the debuting Emmy here at the World Gym Arena. And we now know what that means, Kirby. Carry on.
Very impressive performance here by Promise Braxton and Emmy Camacho, but you're right, now we know Promise Braxton is heading to Christmas Chaos for that #1 contenders match, and we hope to find out here soon who her opponent is going to be.
There are a few options out there, of course. Rachel Rose, Gigi Ray, to name a couple. High-on, eagerly anticipating who might be named the next #1 contender for her Reality of Wrestling Diamonds Championship. But right now, we're going to go up to the ring with Chris Russo, who has a word with our winner.
Promise Braxton, congratulations on the victory here tonight. This win firmly puts you in the driver's seat as one of the top contenders for the Diamonds Championship at Christmas Chaos. And we're talking about contenders that include Rachel Rose.
No one gives a damn about Rachel Rose or Gigi Ray.
Well, when it comes to those women, they one of the top contenders. So the question for you, Promise, do you have a preference which one you would want to face that you have to defeat to get the high on for that Diamonds Championship?
It's not a question. It's just whoever is lucky enough. But you know what? Gigi hasn't won a match in a long, long time. So if she's lucky tonight, she'll win her match. And then I'll see her at Christmas Chaos.
You're told like Pittsburgh, baby.
Well, you heard it. She wants Gigi Ray, and if Gigi Ray can continue to win matches, she can find herself facing Promise Braxton at Christmas Chaos for the Reality Wrestling Diamonds Division Championship. We still have so much more here on this edition of the show, our main event for the Reality Wrestling Television Championship. We're going to see Stephen Wolf defending in our main event. All that and more here on the Reality Wrestling. Don't go anywhere.
Walker, Texas Ranger handles the bad guys with a roundhouse kick. I'm Jim Walker, Walker, Texas lawyer. I handle the insurance companies with a roundhouse kick to the wallet. If you've been injured in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident, give me a call at 713-552-1117 or visit my website at walkertexaslawyer.com. You'll be glad you did. Why would you call anyone else?
Introducing first, the team of Johnny Lyons, Dylan Flair, the Nature Boys.
Well, here it is. Johnny Lyons, Dylan Flair, the Nature Boys. Woo! Have entered the World Gym Arena.
This is a team that has been taking the tag team division by storm, and tonight they're going to be facing what some would call another makeshift team of Tommy and a partner of his choosing, trying to, end this winning streak of the Nature Boys.
Well, the buzzer Tommy Bolton always coming with his A game, but the Nature Boys, Brittany, one of the more interesting stories of 2022. This team put together, and they have found success.
They really have. I mean, they had something in common, which was the love of Flair and the love of his abilities, per se, in the ring when it comes to winning matches.
I'm glad you clarified in the ring. I didn't know what abilities you were referring to of the two-time Hall of Fame.
But you can definitely see here that, I mean, hey, it's won them matches. They have been successful. They have definitely been showing that they could be a potential tag team champions one day.
Well, here they have asked Chris Russo,
Oh dear.
donning his holiday finest attire, to remove the fur coat, and it is off, ladies and gentlemen.
And the crowd goes mild. Wait, is he having him bring it back in?
Oh, no, he forgot the glasses.
Oh,
Forgot
yeah.
the glasses. Well, there they go.
You can't, all the accessories, can't forget them.
Tommy Bolton selecting Dexx Harm. Dexx Harm, a gentleman we've seen here in the Reality of Wrestling, now trying to forge a new path forward, and he's doing so by tagging with the buzzard, Tommy Bolton, against the Nature Boys.
You know, I'm impressed that Tommy actually chose a tag team member, because I feel like Tommy might just be twisted enough to try to take on these two by himself.
I'm sure that that thought definitely crossed his mind. Dexx Harm, though, former football player, a college athlete, turned pro wrestler. This man is highly educated, both book smart and ring smart, is Dexx Harm. And he's going to be facing the Nature Boys.
Well, Tommy and Dexx definitely have a size difference compared to the Nature Boys there.
Now, you may see that at a physical level, but if you ever walk next to Johnny Lyons, that man carries himself like he's 7 feet tall.
It's true. And these guys, I mean, this isn't an act. This is how they actually are.
Yes.
This is how Dylan Flair and how Johnny Lyons actually are. They truly believe they are the next incarnation or a reincarnation or some kind of incarnation of the Nature Boy.
You've got to imagine that their confidence at an all-time high, more so than that they portray, because they are undefeated.
They are undefeated. And let me tell you this, speaking of Dylan Flair, 16 times he checked himself out with those tights on today. 16 different times.
Is that a record?
It's a record here at the Reality of Wrestling.
Now, the last time we did see Tommy Bolton out here against the Nature Boys, he brought out Chris Carter, but now he has a new partner in Dexx Harm, a completely different game plan. You have to imagine the Nature Boys now have to employ if they want to pick up another victory.
A couple of great chops, though, by Dylan Flair. Dylan Flair, who his return cover here, 1, 2.5 there, or 1.5, almost 2. Dylan Flair, who made his return to the Reality of Wrestling earlier this year, winning the King of the Summer Battle Royal at the Summer of Champions, and then immediately finding a common kinship with Johnny Lyons. Johnny Lyons and Dexx Harm, also no strangers to one another.
Oh!
Wow! And there you see the power. Cover, 1.
Impressive, though, of Johnny Lyons kicking out just at 1.
Oh, man.
God.
Good Lord.
The power of Dexx Harm is actually astonishing. And look at that. Johnny Lyons using his speed.
Oh!
Rings his bell right there. European uppercut knocks Dexx Harm back. But Dexx Harm said, "We're going to the corner."
And into the corner over and over.
Whoa! Look at the athleticism. Good man.
That is a freight train right there.
Dexx Harm calling his shot.
I think Tommy Bolton may have actually found a fantastic tag team partner here, and we're about to find out the chemistry is there between the two.
Well, here we go, some tag team work there from Dexx Harm, throwing Tommy Bolton down. There you go. 1, 2. I think they could have waited to crow, and Tommy the Buzzard Bolton could have gone for the cover there. Nevertheless, Johnny Lyons in a bad way. And could the undefeated streak be coming to an end here in the early going?
You know, sometimes a candle burns bright for only just a few moments, and this may be their 15 minutes of fame here.
Well, I think between the two of them, they're about as bright as a Christmas tree bulb.
Oh!
I think maybe some of that hair dye has gotten to these guys. Oh, look at that. Tommy the Buzzard Bolton looking for it. There it is. Cover 1, 2. A perfect plex. Fisherman suplex hanging on to it.
Johnny's still kicking out, still holding on, reaching for Dylan there. That was sad.
I'm always impressed by Tommy Bolton. Always. Every time he comes out here, he gives 150% of everything that he has.
I like to call him the measuring stick here at Reality of Wrestling. If you're able to defeat Tommy Bolton, then you know that you're going to be in the upper echelon here
look
in
at that.
the Reality of
Oh,
Wrestling.
wait a minute. Look.
But you don't go after the headbutt king like that.
The headbutt did not affect the Buzzard at all, and Dylan Flair is feeling the effects. 1 and a kick out after 2. He fell flat on his face.
Did indeed. I mean, we've said it before, but Tommy Bolton's head must be made out of some type of metal because he's intense. Oh.
He may have gotten the tag there. I think Johnny Lyons is now the legal man.
Oh, a chalk block. One of the dirtiest players in the game, Johnny Lyons. And where's he going for? Oh, he's working working on the back of that thigh.
Oh!
We know what he might be setting him up for. Oh, wow. You're right. 7'5", Johnny Lyons.
The audacity.
Tag to Dylan Fleer. Oh! Hangs him up on the top rope.
Oh.
And another kick to the front of the knee that time. Dylan Fleer going for the cover. 1, 2, kick out from the buzzer. Targeting, obviously, the leg there, Kirby.
That's going to be very smart because when you can't lift people up at all, that about eliminates 80% of the arsenal from Tommy Bolton. But you also have to remember, all he needs is just one headbutt, and it's all over.
You say it eliminates 80% of his arsenal, and it adds to the Nature Boys' arsenal because they're looking to get that figure 4 locked in.
I'm surprised that he can count to 4. I mean, this is ridiculous. And he's got it, though, in. The figure 4 locked in. Locked in, and Dylan Fleer, look at that. Looking for a little extra assistance.
I mean, teamwork makes the dream work, I guess.
Tommy Bolton making his case to the referee. Referee Isaac Bouillon not seeing exactly what's happening.
It's because he's on top of the action, making sure.
And now he sees it. Look at that. Isaac Bouillon. Look at him. Tommy Bolton reversing the pressure. Reversing the pressure. And a tag to Johnny Lyons.
Oh, and Dylan Fleer was tapping, but he wasn't the legal man. So the match does continue.
Back right to work on that leg. Oh, look at that.
Dexx just on the side having to watch in horror as Tommy is just beaten.
Wow. Tommy Bolton, though, able to kick Dylan Fleer off the apron. Dylan Fleer hitting his face on the way down for the second time in this contest. Taking some damage to the cranium.
Oh!
And a big springboard into a German.
Dexx is ready.
The buzzard wants you, Dexx Harm. He's going for the tag. He's getting there.
It's time to bring a little.
Wait a second. What's going on?
What happened?
Our lighting grid.
Wait. What?
Well, look, there's some sort of disturbance going on here. I can't see, but I hear something going on. The referee trying to get control of what's happening inside. Guys, I mean, it might as well be pitch black in here.
I don't know what's going.
We hear sounds of a skirmish.
Can somebody get the lights on? What is going on?
Oh, hold on, we're back here. Oh, Dexx Harm.
Where did Dexx go?
Sounds like Dexx has been attacked, but he's no longer here. Oh my gosh. Cover. 1, 2, 3. And the Nature Boys win by auspicious means.
The Nature
Did we get any view on what happened when the lights were out?
I'm trying to get some word here about what happened to Dexx Harm. We're hearing that he's been escorted out of this arena. I don't know what happened.
As a fellow girl, I take offense to that.
I would too. But he is pretty in pink.
Very much so. I can't pull that pink off.
Very few can. Well, the Nature Boys victorious here on the Reality of Wrestling. We're going to have to get an update of what happened to Dexx Harm in that match. Still to come. The Reality Wrestling Television Championship up for grabs.
Byline Surveying, over 100 years of combined land surveying experience in the state of Texas. The one call to make for your land development, construction layout, platting, and commercial land surveying needs. We use the latest in GPS surveying technology and office software. Our corporate office is located in East Texas, but our field crews serve all of North, East, and Central Texas. Not sure where to start? We're always here to help. Visit bylinesurveying.com or call 903-473-5150.
Please welcome to the commentary table,
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are now being joined by the former Reality of Wrestling television champion, Clay Roberts, here for our main event. And you know that he's going to be having a watchful eye over this one because the now current champion, Stephen Wolf, is joining us for this matchup, I guess. Welcome to the table here, Mr. Clay Roberts.
Yeah, well, thank you for welcoming me. Glad to be here, as glad as I can be.
Well, that's the thing is, you are here now as the former champion to watch the current champion defend his title for the first time.
That seems to be the case.
The following contest is a Formula 1 ball. Introducing first, from Sinaloa, Mexico, the morning star, Rudy Garza.
Rudy Garza coming out here as the first challenger for Stephen Wolf's TV championship. Now, Clay, how do you feel about Rudy Garza getting this opportunity right out of the gate?
You know, the only reason Rudy is wrestling tonight is because I wanted to wait to invoke my rematch clause. Let's be very, very clear about that. Rudy wants to step up and wants to be the person that be the guy, the transitional champion that winds up putting the belt back around my waist. That's totally fine. Good for Rudy Garza. The morning star can fall right out of the sky with everyone else.
Well, he has been making waves here in the Reality of Wrestling once again. Rudy Garza has been a phenomenal talent. Now, Brittany, how do you foresee this match coming about?
Well, I mean, as we see, Stephen Wolf is hot on the trail, becoming the new champion. It could be beginner's luck that Rudy takes it, but I mean, Stephen's going to work hard to try to keep that belt, so that's where my money is.
The new television champion, Stephen Wolf. And I'm sorry, Clay, but I don't think he's using the same 10-minute rule that you had as your tenure as champion.
Yeah, most people don't have the courage to say they can put away anyone within 10 minutes. It's kind of the way it goes. Stephen Wolf's a bit of a coward, if you ask me.
Well, he is looking to make an impression here against Rudy Garza. All this talent in the ring right now is next level, and the television champion has always, in the future, become a star here in the Reality of Wrestling. Now, Clay, are you looking to possibly challenge for more championships outside of the television championship now that you no longer hold it?
See, Kirby, the fact that you would even ask that shows how little you know. You call yourself a historian. If you watch the product, if you listen to the way I talk, that belt right there, that title of being the best wrestler on television, that's what was important to me. That's what's still important to me. The fact that you even asked if I would go somewhere after Stephen Wolf kicked an injured shoulder, it shows how little you know. Brittany, say something.
I mean, speaking of that injured shoulder, are you looking to challenge Stephen anytime soon? I mean, are you looking to invoke your rematch clause maybe right after Rudy if Rudy doesn't get the belt? Yeah. Are you hoping that it's going to be Rudy instead?
Brittany, I thought you were smarter, but you keep calling him Stephen. Stephen Wolf is who I have my eyes on right now because the belt is around his waist. Whoever gets it, I don't care. I'm telling you, it will not be long. I'm looking at Christmas Chaos. I will say that right now. Whoever has the belt does not matter. Someone could come in right now, cash in some fictional contract that they have. I don't care. Christmas Chaos, the belt comes home, the title comes home. The top wrestler on television is still Clay Roberts.
Well, as the bell has rung, this match is official here, ladies and gentlemen. Stephen Wolf, the headlock takeover, seems to be getting this main event here tonight started on the, again, the trails of an amazing victory over the man joining us right now here at commentary, Clay Roberts. But right now, Rudy Garza, look at this, getting that head scissors back in control now. Getting the early control here on the technical standpoint, Clay, what kind of advantage does that bring you to a match?
It's everything. It's everything. Technical wrestling is what this business is built on. Make no mistake, I taught Rudy all of the technical wrestling he knows, and I schooled Steven 3 matches in a row. So make no doubt about it. They both know technical wrestling very well, thanks to the foundation that I built in this company.
Well, speaking of schooling, Wolf almost got the pin there.
It's very impressive, almost an outside cradle there.
And already getting a 2 count this early into the matchup. You got to imagine that Steven Wolf is already possibly in the head of Rudy Garza. And whenever somebody is in your head, you might start making mistakes. You might start slipping up. As you look at this, Rudy Garza using that to his advantage. And now Rudy Garza sending Steven Wolf to the other side of the ring. But Steven Wolf, as quick as ever, able to connect with that arm drag. And now just tossing Rudy Garza around.
Feeling that all the way over here at the commentary table. And there, Wolf goes up.
And the athleticism of Steven Wolf in full display. Now, Clay Roberts, what is it like being in the ring against somebody like Steven Wolf, showcasing his athleticism like that?
Wow.
I tell you, it's not like fighting a wolf. It's like fighting a pack of wolves. Everywhere he is, everywhere you think he is, there's something else coming out behind you. Now, look at this. This is what I talk about, though. This guy's going to clap his hands before he does a jump out of the ring.
And now look at this.
And that's what happens. That's exactly what happens.
But now Rudy Garza, look at this. He didn't clap his hands.
Oh!
Look at that coward. Steven Wolf is a coward.
But the mind games that Garza's playing right now.
Oh my God, those chops reverberate around the arena every single time. Now, is that like a frying pan going across your chest, Clay?
I don't know about a frying pan. His hands aren't quite that big. Maybe like a fly swatter or something.
A fly swatter, that could definitely hurt more than a fly swatter.
Well, I think I would know, Brittany.
As right now, Steven Wolf, the television champion, making his way to the top of the ring. But look at this, Rudy Garza having the referee step in the middle of the way. And that gave the opening that Rudy Garza needed to take control of this matchup.
High risk for a reason.
Oh no.
It's interesting, Kirby. I don't hear you saying anything about how Rudy is now attacking the neck of the opponent.
You're very right. Rudy Garza is very smart in his attack here because Steven Wolf does have a surgically repaired neck because he's now going into the cover. 1, 2, but only a 2 count.
Let me ask you, Kirby, how many times did Clay Roberts attack the neck of Steven?
I would have to rewatch the match back, but would you care to inform me?
No, you don't. You don't have to rewatch anything, because I will be honest with you like I'm honest with everyone. I never once went after Steven Wolf's neck. I never once did what Rudy is doing. But you know what Steven did? The first chance he got with an injured shoulder, he kicked it out of socket. And these idiots want to clap for him and cheer for him. Explain that to me.
I mean, well, Clay, you've said it yourself, you know, you do whatever it takes to win. Do you think maybe you were being a little too soft not going after the injured neck?
No, Brittany, I believe I'm the best wrestler and I don't need to do what's easy to get the job done. It's matter of fact. It is matter of fact, Brittany. I've never once said to go soft. I've never once said anything like that. I believe in taking the hard way, the opposite of what you're saying.
Fair enough. He has found the weak point and he is taking it out. You know, Wolf has that surgically repaired neck, as you said before, Kirby, as he had a ruptured disc pushing into his spinal cords, and he actually has a titanium plate now there and a fused neck. So
look at this cover here. 1, 2, and Rudy Garza using the ropes for an extra advantage here, but Steven Wolf seems to be completely taken out of his game. To be honest, in those 10-minute matches, you did do anything in your power to make them go to the time limit. Absolutely. On several occasions.
Absolutely, and no one worked harder in 10 minutes. I worked harder in 10 minutes than some of the people worked on the show in 20. Some of the people worked all week to set all this up, and I worked harder.
Look at this cover here, once again by Rudy Garza, but only a 2 count again.
Kirby, I work harder in 10 minutes than you've worked in your entire life. I just want you to know that. And I did it multiple times in my title reign.
Wouldn't you want to get the job done in under 10 minutes, though?
I did. Every time. Every time I pinned someone, every time I submitted someone. It's this revisionist history as Rudy looks for his two amigos here.
He's going for the second one right there. And we talked about Eddie Guerrero earlier in the night here between Shota and Rudy Garza, just ending the tribute halfway through and just showing disrespect to not just Eddie Guerrero, but also to the current TV champion, Stephen Wolf.
And not only that, but the disrespect to the fans. I mean, he gets them right there to the point, and then he just takes it away.
It's because they're gullible, Brittany. Gullible. It's revisionist history. It's what Kirby does. The revisionist historian, Kirby Carry On.
As we're getting into deeper waters here, Clay. Oh, hold on, look at this inside cradle. Only a 2 count, though. That was such a close call before Steven possibly retains his championship. And look at these liver shots. Steven Wolf connected with everything he's got. Just lighting up Rudy Garza.
Rudy's stumbling back into the corner.
It's the first time Rudy's thick skull might be a benefit to him.
Rudy Garza running right into the turnbuckle, and now with a kick to the back of the head. Stephen Wolf is starting to come alive here in this matchup, and the high knee connects. He may have just knocked out Garza into the cover. 2. Oh, but Garza able to still kick out.
You have to chalk that up to muscle memory there for Rudy, just kicking out barely before the 3.
No doubt about it. Vertigo. Did you know it's called that, Kirby? Did you know it's called vertigo?
Very much so. Oh! But Rudy Garza face plants Stephen Wolf now into the cover for the TV championship, but Stephen Wolf still with the wherewithal to be able to kick out of that.
Oh no, into the crossface. Oh, the wrenching on Wolf's neck there.
I tell you, I think this is actually a poor strategy from Rudy. If you release the arm, you could get more torque on the neck. It's a small maneuver. All we would have to do is release. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh no! Dead center of the ring.
Will the coward tap out? Will Stephen Wolf look for the easy way out? Kirby, you're not doing your job. I'll do it for you. Will Stephen Wolf look for the easy way out?
This is for the TV championship, ladies and gentlemen. And right now, Stephen Wolf got it. The vertigo connects. Now going into the cover to retain the championship. 2. And Stephen Wolf is still your TV champion. Well, Clay Roberts, I think you have your next opponent right there in front of you right now. Still the television champion.
Stephen Wolf. He and I have gone back and forth over the months. There's not a lot left to say. That is my belt. That is my title. I made that talk worth talking about. For 6 years, I have not missed.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. That was Clay Roberts right there.
He is leaving the commentary table. Off with the jacket, off with the tie. This man is... Are we going to have this match right now?
It looks like we're on another collision course here, but Stephen Wolf did just have a matchup.
Stephen Wolf is not ready.
And it looks like we are definitely going to be having a rematch, hopefully at Christmas Chaos for the TV Championship. Stephen Wolf, the TV champion. Clay Roberts, the former champion. And the two are not just jaw-jacking at the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of everybody here at the Reality of Wrestling, on behalf of Brad Gilmore, Brittany Houghton, executive producer Shermel Hoffman, and Kevin Bernhardt, this has been the Reality of Wrestling. We will see you next week.